What up, it's Time 1822. It is a lot of professional wrestling this Saturday. So I'm going to start things out with my pre-rendition with AEW, or I'm rocking my M and X t-shirt. Shout out to my homie Nelson for purchasing the shirt so we could take the picture with them. What a fun two-night at the 2300 Arena. Now, I know certain people are not hyped for this card. We all know Swerve and Will Ospreay are out with injuries, so of course, that's the reason. But AEW, they just got to, for the next couple months, develop more talent, and then when we get to the next show, let's see what more people be hyped for that next pay-per-view. But I believe this show will over-deliver. So, first match I'm going to talk about is the ladder match for the AEW Tag Team Championship. I believe this is going to be a very fun match. This show come on 3 p.m., so you know this match is going to get at least 25 minutes of Bucks being involved, Jet Speed, Bro Dino, Hetrocero, and Josh Alexander. This match should have the crowd on their feet chanting AEW, holy shit, all type of chants in Toronto. Still your AEW Tag Team Champions though, Bro Dino. FTR versus Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. Tony Khan did announce this will kick off the show. Great decision by Tony Khan. I love the build-up between these tag teams. Colt and Christian back in Toronto. You know the crowd is going to be on fire for this match. I'm so happy to see a tag team feud with no titles being involved play a major factor on a wrestling TV show. And I've been begging it for the last couple years. Thank you, Tony Khan, for doing it. But who will win this match in Toronto? I'm going to go with Colt and Christian Cage, but this feud will not be over. I definitely see a trilogy taking place. For the TBS Championship, Mercedes Moné versus Riho. Now, I'll be honest, I am not looking forward to this match. I love me some Mercedes Moné. I'm just not a Riho fan. I've never been a fan of since day one AEW. I just can't buy her, and I hate how they bring up she is under 100 pounds. It really annoyed me when she beat Nyla Rose on the first episode of Dynamite. I haven't been a fan of it ever since. But Mercedes Moné still will be your TBS champion. And then what's next for the CEO? The Unified Championship, Okada, Takeshita, Dorada. This should be a fun triple threat match, but I really wish it was a one-on-one match between Takeshita and Okada. Dorada is just there to take the pinfall, so still your Unified Champion, Okada. Then most likely we will get Takeshita versus Okada at Wrestle Dream, and I cannot wait. Hurt Syndicate versus Ricochet in the Gates of Agony, and there's a lot of story in this match dating back to the WWE. I am looking forward to see MVP back in Aaron after you don't see him all the time, and his word is they're looking for a younger member for the Hurt Syndicate. So who knows, this might be MVP last time being in a ring with the two guys for a very long time. Now, the Hurt Syndicate did lose their tag team championships at Forbidden Door when Ricochet and Gates Agnes got involved. So it makes sense for Hurt Syndicate to lose this match, but I do not see it. MVP out there for a reason to take the pinfall. So your winners of this match, Ricochet and the Gates Agnes, and this is another feud that will not be a one-off. Big Bill versus the returning Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston been out for a very long time, and I'm so hyped to see him back on AEW television. I'm not sure what to expect with this match. I just hope it turns out to be a very fun match. Eddie Kingston will be the victor, and I cannot wait to see what the rest of the year is going to be for the returning Eddie Kingston. The women's four-way match. This should be a phenomenal match right here. You got Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Chris Stanley, and Tech Love. Now, they did a good job on this past episode on Dynamite where there was teasing like there's a possibility of Toni Storm actually losing the belt. And it will make total sense right now. She's been a champion since February. Eventually, she got to drop it. Jamie Hayter and her have a lot of history. Statlander got the storyline with Willa Yuta, Marina Shafir. So it makes total sense to finally do it here. And I'm going to say it. I had one title switching on the show, and that will be the Women's Championship. I have Chris Statlander being the brand new Women's AEW champ. And a lot of you most likely going to say I disagree because Toni Storm is going to train. And most likely she is, but I just have a funny feeling Marina Shafir and Willa Yuta will get involved and we'll have a heel Chris Statlander. MJF versus Mark Briscoe, tags and table. Now, this is a different type of gimmick match right here. I've been really enjoying the feud between MJF and Mark Briscoe. This should be an insane match right here. Mark Briscoe, so far AEW, haven't got that big win just yet. And I bet a lot of people feel like MJF is going to win. MJF can always be in a world title match. So MJF losing to Mark Briscoe would not hurt him one bit. And to me, Mark Briscoe needs this match a lot more. But if he does win this match, what would that mean for Mark Briscoe? So while I change my mind after just saying all that stuff right there, I'm going to say no. Mark Briscoe is going to beat MJF. It makes sense for the babyface to go over in this type of match. I don't see Mark Briscoe ever become a world champion in AEW, but I can see him eventually beating Kyle Fletcher for the TNT champion. MJF, he will be okay with losing to Mark Briscoe. Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin coffin match. This should be the most insane match of the night. It's going to be an image that's going to make people go crazy later on. We cannot forget the fork through Darby Allin era. What they going to do to top that spot, and I bet they do it. This build been great. This been dated back when Darby Allin was going to get a world title match, but Jon Moxley defeated him, and we all know Jon Moxley became the world heavyweight champion. This is one of my top matches I'm looking forward to on this show, and I'm gonna go with Darby Allin as when he really needs it more than Jon Moxley. But it would not surprise me. Darby Allin, you could tell he's a selfish guy, and it wasn't probably one big Jon Moxley win this match right here. But I'm gonna stick with Darby Allin. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher. Now, if anybody interfere in this match, Kyle Fletcher will lose his TNT Championship. I'm sick to my stomach. Originally, it was supposed to be Wardlow in this spot right here. To me, Kyle Fletcher is a future world champion. So now, this is a moment for him. We all know Tony Khan loves this guy. And most likely, he is going to deliver in this match. And it should be a good match. But it don't feel like a pay-per-view main event. It feels more like a Dynamite main event. So to me, Darby Allin El Mock should be the main event of this pay-per-view. Even though I always agree the world title match should close the show, but this one don't really feel like a true main event match. But it's going to be a good match. Every single time Kyle Fletcher's match is going to be good. Hangman always put on entertaining matches. So this should be a good one. We all know Hangman is not going to lose the belt at all. So it would not be anything about this match they're going to make you think, oh my God, it's possibly AEW going to throw a curveball at us and have Fletcher win the championship. Still your AEW heavyweight champion, Hangman Adam Page. And then, what's next for the Hangman? So that's my previews and prediction for this upcoming show. If y'all want to tell me who y'all believe will win these matches, let me know in the comment section. Are you watching AEW? Or yes or no? You can still say whatever you got in the comment section. I will reply to everybody per usual. Hit the like button on this video. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.